Say, mister, you ought to know better than to try to stake off somebody else's claim.
Well, sir, this ain't nobody's claim. I've been prospecting up and down this creek for more than 6 months, and I ain't never seen nobody.
No? Well, you're seeing somebody now.
Besides, I've already filed my papers.
I don't care what you filed. Not enough.
You get off my claim!
From here, it looks like you hit that old man too hard. Well, maybe I did. I didn't mean to hurt the old geezer.
Stony, Mountie.
Well, Tim.
Reporting in, sir, with Prisoner Joe Reeves.
Congratulations. Harding, book the prisoner.
Nice work, Sam.
Well, we can scratch this one off. Another souvenir for you. Sit down.
Thank you.
Your next assignment, Tim, will be on the Blackwater Creek area.
That's where Lewis was murdered, isn't it?
Yes, and a miner by the name of Michaels. Lewis is the second Mountie to be killed in the area. There's evidently a faction there that dislikes the presence of a redcoat. That's the faction you're after. You'll have to use your head and work with caution.
Say, this description gives me an idea, Inspector. Height about 6 feet, weight about 170 pounds. Hair brown, eyes brown.
Good morning, Haley.
Ned, Lewis was killed over a week ago, and there hasn't been a single Mountie around since to ask any questions.
Well, then what are you worried about?
Well, I'm not. Stoney Carter says they haven't even been out to Blackwater Creek. And I think it's safe for us to start digging and start a branch tunnel into that rich vein over at the Elliott mine.
Don't be in such a hurry. Any mine having been abandoned for a period of a year is open for filing to anyone. Now, in a short time, the year will have expired on the Elliott mine. Then we file, move in, and the goal will be ours legally.
I guess you know what you're talking about.
Of course I do. Now, come along with me. I want to post these letters.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Wiggins.
Oh, Miss Linda, would you be interested in a dress?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you just think you wouldn't. Wilbur Wiggins, a traveling emporium, handles something but the best. Let me show you one.
Well, it's lovely, but...
Good morning, Linda.
Oh, good morning.
Wiggins trying to sell you his whole department store?
Trying to is right. Oh, by the way, did you have any news about the Michaels murder?
Not yet. But we're making every effort to find the murderer. And when we do, we'll have the finest little necktie party.
Did you say necktie? I got the finest neckties in the Dominion of Canada. Let me show you one.
Not interested, Wiggins. Not interested.
Say, mister, aren't you a stranger in town?
Who wants to know?
I'm Wilbur Wiggins, a traveling emporium. I sell the finest merchandise in the Dominion. I thought you might be interested in buying a hat. Wait, I'll show you one. Say, didn't I see you in Medicine Hat? You're Sergeant...
I've never been to Medicine Hat.
You can say what you want, Sergeant. You know, it's very important to my business to remember people, and I never forget a face.
Do me a favor, will you? Forget this one.
You know him, huh?
I was trying to sell him a hat. You want to buy one of my hats?
Thanks, Dad.
You think that fellow's the bandit?
I don't know.
Paper money. You must be a stranger up around this section. What are you doing up this way?
Minding my own business.
My name's Pete Davis.
Didn't hear anybody ask you your name.
I don't like the way you talk, stranger.
Well, then quit asking questions.
Maybe you can answer this one.
That's enough, Pete. I don't know what your name is, partner, but I'm Haley, the proprietor. He got what was coming to him. All right, everybody up to the bar. The drinks are on the house. Go in the office and wash up, Pete.
Silly cuss, isn't he?
Come in the office. You picked on a pretty tough customer, Pete.
What did you stop it for?
Look at this. Wanted for murder. Dead or alive, Joe Reed. This man is dangerous, quick on the draw, and a deadly shot. That was Joe Reed, the most cold-blooded killer in all of Canada. The Mounties have been on his trail for 2 years.
Well, say, this reward. We can do something about that.
No, we'll keep him around a while. The Mounties are still investigating the Michaels case. And with a killer of his caliber around these parts, well, the Michaels killing added to his list will leave us in the clear, won't it?
It's cheap at half the price.
No.
It's the sweetest cake of smelling soap you can take a bath with. For use, read the directions on the wrapper.
Look, mister, if you think I'm going to learn to read in order to take a bath, you're crazy.
Say, Sergeant.
Get that Sarge stuff, will you? You know a place I can hold up a couple of days?
I got just the place for you.
Go tell me you carry rooms on that Christmas tree, too.
No. Miss Elliott's. The best boarding house in town.
I don't want a boarding house. I want a place I can bunk for a couple of days.
Well, she's got an extra room. The one that Mr. Michaels had. He's the miner that was killed last week.
Michaels, huh?
It's just a short walk from here, and there's a very sweet little girl over there. Come on, follow me. I'll show you.
Linda, I'm only advising you as a friend. You're making a big mistake to even think about it. Why take the chance of losing the profit from your boarding house by working a worthless mine?
Sentiment, I suppose. It was about all Dad left me. But you're right. I can't run a boarding house in a mine, too.
Here comes Mr. Wiggins.
Miss Linda, I found a new boarder for you. Can you make room for him?
Well, what a question. I can always make room for a new boarder.
This is Mr.
Reed's the name.
I'm Linda Elliott.
And he wants a room, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Mr. Thompson.
Hiya.
Glad to know you.
If you'll excuse me, Ned, I'll show this gentleman his room.
I understand.
Well, it's just like I told you. The best meal in town, Sergeant.
It's like I told you. Cut out the sergeant.
Say, nice evening out, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Who's this fellow Thompson?
He's a lawyer in town and a very nice man. He's a customer of mine.
What about this fellow Haley?
He's a customer of mine, too.
Yes, I know. Was he in the saloon when Lewis and Michaels was killed?
Saloon? I'm not a drinking man. I don't frequent saloons.
Yeah, where were you?
Well, I was the saloon. But I wasn't taking a drink, mind you. I was selling merchandise to Haley. I was selling him a combination of a corkscrew and a bottle opener.
Say, tell me about Linda Elliott here.
Well, her father had one of the first claims on Blackwater Creek, right next to Michael's.
What happened to him?
Well, he got killed in a mine accident last year.
What kind of an accident?
Oh, excuse me. I have to go down to the store for some groceries. Will you be around for a while, Mr. Wiggins?
Sure, Linda. I'll take care of everything.
Do you mind if I walk with you? I can carry an awful lot of groceries.
Well, thank you.
The Mounties must have posted it. I saw this fellow tear it down.
So the new boarder's wanted for murder.
He started a fight with Pete the minute he walked into the saloon. Of course, I stopped it, but after he went out, I explained to the boys it might be wise to leave him alone for a while.
You say Michaels was a friend of yours?
Yes, Dad brought him out. He filed his claim right next to our mine.
Oh, Wiggins was telling me about your mine. What happened to it?
Oh, nothing. It hasn't been worked since Dad died. In fact, I won't own it in another couple of weeks.
Why not?
Well, there's a law that says that if the mine hasn't been worked in a whole year, it's considered abandoned.
Then who gets it?
Oh, the first person who files a claim for it, I guess.
Why don't you operate it?
Well, a woman can't run a mine. Ned says it's practically worthless anyway. That's enough about me. What do you plan on doing here in Blackwater?
Well, I hadn't really made any plans. But I'd like to look over your mining property.
What's the matter? Can't you read?
Yeah, I can read. Carroll Mining Company.
It also says no trespassing.
So it does. Who are you?
Stoney Carter. I'm the watchman here.
Who do I see about getting a job?
Nobody.
You had to see somebody to get yours, didn't you?
Yeah, to keep guys like you from getting too nosy.
Pretty handy with that rifle?
Just as handy as you are with them pistols.
See that clump of trees over my right shoulder? There's some fellow over there watching me. If I was to clear those branches, he could see better, couldn't he?
Go, quick! Wait, don't shoot! I'm not doing anything! Hey, mister.
See you later, Stoney.
You've seen him shooting at me. Why don't you plug him? Oh, he wasn't shooting at you. I should have plugged him, though. I don't know why I didn't.
Say, that's a fine big horse you got there. I'd like to trade my mule for him.
Maybe some other time. I just met a fellow named Stoney Carter. Did you ever hear of him?
Stoney Connor? Oh, yeah, he's a foreman down there at the mine at the creek. He's a nice fella. You know, he...
Yes, I know. He's one of your best customers. You know, Wiggins, before I'm through, you're allowed to lose a lot of those good customers of yours.
Well, Reed, what do you think about Little Town after your first day here?
Well, I can tell you one thing.
What's that?
Miss Linda serves the finest food of any boarding house I've ever eaten in.
The finest and the biggest helpings. As a matter of fact, I want to take a long walk right now to help digest that meal.
Say, I'll walk along with you. I'd like to ask your advice about something.
I'll bet he tries to sell him some law books.
Yes. There doesn't seem to be anything that he doesn't carry in those sample cases.
I took a ride out to your mine today.
You didn't find any gold, did you?
No, but I'd like to be given a chance to work it, just in case I could find some.
I told you it's worthless.
That's Thompson's idea, isn't it?
I couldn't pay you. That is, unless you found gold.
Well, that's a chance I'd like to take.
Well, that's wonderful. But of course I'd have to ask Ned about it.
What's he got to do with it?
Well, he's been advising me. He's the one friend I have.
Well, if he's a friend of yours, I'm sure he'd want it to be a success.
Yes, I'm sure he would.
I hope I'm not too late for lunch.
Oh, I think I can give you a crumb or two.
Now, what was that question again?
I wanted to know if I could marry my widow's sister.
Well, there's nothing in the law that says you can't. Oh, wait a minute. If your wife were a widow, you'd have to be dead. And if you were dead, you couldn't marry anybody.
Yeah, but I thought if you just had a license and you went over to get a rubber saddle water and you didn't have a race saddling, I thought all you had to do was just call it a forced marriage and native race, and then they had an order more from my sister for consider the thing. That was just my opinion.
Sure you're on the right track by working that mine?
I'd bet my chance promotion, sir.
Then why hasn't somebody tried to stop you?
I can't figure that out either. But one thing I do know, Linda's father wasn't killed by a cave-in like they said. Or the timbers in that mine are as solid as a rock.
Maybe she had them fixed.
No, I asked her about that, too. In fact, I've asked everybody about everything except who killed Ralph Lewis.
All right, Tim, I'm depending on you.
Thank you.
Report in as usual and keep me posted.
Yes, sir. Can't you read, Stoney? Sure I can read. Then why don't you?
I agree with Haley. He serves a purpose, and I say leave him alone. Anyway, in a few days, the mine will be ours.
But I've been watching him work. It ain't going to be long when he's going to hit that rich vein that leads from our mine.
Maybe we could hold him up a little.
Hold him up.
An underground river used to flood that mine. Held up operations considerably. That's why they built that big flume. Took the river water off its course a couple of miles upstream. Now, just accidentally, of course, a large boulder could roll from above and crash into that flume. Take them a long time to get that seepage out.
Haley, I think you've got something there.
That boulder is practically on its way down the mountain.
Hey, Stoney, come on over. I found gold.
Take a look at this. I'm going in town to have it assayed.
Oh, there might be some gold in it. Mostly mica.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Here comes your friend, Pete. Now keep your head.
Hello, Haley.
Hello.
Look what I found. I'm on my way to the Sayers office. Thought I'd drop in, buy the boys a drink.
Set them up, Jack. It's on the house. I've got a magnifying glass in here. Come on.
Funny thing the way I found that. An underground river washed away a gravel pocket, and there it was.
Where's Haley?
In the office.
This came out of the Elliott claim, eh?
Hey, Haley, that...
Hello, Stoney. You almost beat me here.
I forgot. I promised Haley I'd meet him here at noon.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to you, Stoney.
He was showing me that stuff out to mine. That mica fools a lot of them, don't it?
Yeah, if it's mica, all right. That's why they call it fool's gold.
You birds think you can make a fool out of me, you're wrong. I'm taking this to the assay office.
You're back early. Is anything wrong at the mine?
A little water seeped in, that's all. Linda, I want you to go to Ned Thompson's office and have him make out an affidavit that you've been working your mine.
Why?
Because the stage leaves tomorrow morning for Revelstoke. The recorder there will file your affidavit, and the mine will be good as long as you work it.
Well, I understand that, but I
Stay
can't...
in Thompson's office while he makes it out. Get Wiggins to witness your signature, and then take it to the post office and mail it yourself.
You're so mysterious. If only you
Linda,
told me...
you and I have been working together now for 2 weeks. If you trust me, you do as I say. When you come back from the post office, ride out to the mine. I want to talk to you.
Is there anything else you want?
Yes, right now I want to go back to work.
Well, Ned, turning that water into the Reeves digging wasn't so good.
What do you mean?
Washed out a gravel pocket, exposed our vein of high grade.
So you got tangled up in your own rope, huh?
Now do we go out and shoot him like I wanted to do all along?
News of a gold strike travels like wildfire. The whole town will learn about it.
Well, what difference does it make? He's wanted. We do the town a favor by killing him.
Can't you think of anything else but killing? Haley, suppose you threaten to turn him over to the Mounties. I'll bet he'd make a deal.
I wonder.
Why, sure he would. He'd even sell out Linda Elliott if he thought he could stay out of jail and get out of town with a few dollars in his pocket. Make him an offer. Promise him anything.
All right, come on, Stoney.
May I come in?
Of course, Linda. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Some other time, Wiggins. I'm busy just now.
Oh, Mr. Wiggins came along with me as a witness.
A witness?
Yes, I'd like to have you draw up the necessary papers for me to maintain possession of the mine.
I can't understand your decision. It's strange that...
Oh, there's nothing strange about it, Ned. I've been working the mine, and I'm entitled to file.
Well, whatever you say, Linda. I'll draw up the papers tomorrow.
Oh, well, I was in hopes you could do it this afternoon. Or if you'll show me how, I'll be glad to do it. You see, I'd like to get them off on the mail stage the first thing in the morning.
Very well.
Hi, Reed. You came up to apologize for hurting your feelings.
Yeah, we didn't mean to make you sore. Hey, show us where you found that piece of rock.
Sure you feel all right, Stoney?
Never mind that, Stoney. How much of that vein have you uncovered?
You're as bad as Stoney. I don't come down to your slough and ask you how much beer you sold, do I?
Joe Reed's wanted for murder. We came here to give you a break.
Yeah, we could do the government a favor and shoot you right here on the spot.
Why don't you?
Well, we figure we can do business. Stoney and I own the Imperial Mining Company adjoining this property.
Oh, so you tour the Imperial Mining Company, huh?
That's right. We want to take over this mine.
What do you feel it's worth?
Oh, $75,000.
That's $25,000 each then, isn't it?
25,000?
Sure, there's no one else you have to cut in, is there?
We'll give you $5,000 and forget we ever saw Joe Reed.
What do I have to do?
See that Linda Elliott doesn't find out about that gold. And don't do any more digging.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll think it over and let you know tonight.
All right.
Hello, Linda.
Where are you going?
Well, I thought I'd ride into town.
I mailed that letter.
Letter? Oh, good.
Joe, what's wrong?
Nothing.
But you act so strange.
First I'm mysterious, now I'm strange. Come on, let's ride back into town.
Come in.
All right, Haley. I'm here to talk business with you.
I'm not so sure I want to talk business with you.
Why the change of heart?
Because you double-crossed me. You told Linda Elliott about that vein.
What makes you think so?
Because you filed an affidavit for a renewal of the claim.
All right, I told her to file it. But I've got to keep myself in the clear. That shouldn't worry you.
Don't. Because her affidavit's not getting through. We're holding up that mail stage.
Oh, a stick-up, huh? Say, that's right down my line. I can show you how to pull that job.
You're in.
How about our deal?
I'll have the money for you tomorrow.
Good. We split on the mail robbery?
Sure.
I'll show you how we're going to do it.
You say Linda Elliott's papers are on the mail stage?
That's right, sir. The gang knows it, too. As a matter of fact, they plan to hold up the stage at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
All right, Tim, put on your uniform. Here's where we round them all up.
Not so fast, Inspector. Remember, I'm Joe Reed. I'm going to show them how to pull the job.
I see.
Have some of the men at the river crossing just north of town. Hide them in a clump of trees there. I'll lead the gang in from over the hill.
We'll be there.
Thank you, sir. Oh, one other thing, Inspector. Be sure and tell the men that, in case there's any gunfire, that I'm riding a gray horse.
We'll take care of you, Tim. Good luck now.
Thank you. Throw down those mail bags.
Let's go, man.
On your way, driver.
Well, it's just like I said. Somebody must have tipped them off. Because we no sooner than got our hands on the mail bags, and all of a sudden there were Mounties in every direction.
They got Kinney, huh?
Yeah, Jack and Breezy, too.
Oh, come in, Ned.
I just learned something that should be of interest to all of us.
What is it?
Well, Joe Reed, that is the real Joe Reed, is a prisoner at the Mounted Police Headquarters.
What?
This other fellow is a Mountie.
Mountie?
Yes, and we better stop him before he learns too much, or else you boys might hang for that Lewis and Michael episode.
Pete, go over to the boarding house and see if he's there. Now, don't let on anything's wrong. Tell him I forgot his money for him.
Right.
Stoney, get up to your room. I'll be standing out front. And when you see this skunk come across the street, put a couple of slugs in his back.
It'll be a pleasure.
You can go back to your office, Thompson. We'll take care of it.
Fine.
Joe, I want to talk to you.
I haven't got time right now.
You have time to talk to Stoney Carter and Haley. I saw you out the mine with them yesterday afternoon.
Well, what's wrong with that? Carter works the mine next to yours, and Haley...
And Haley runs a saloon, where the roughest element in town hang out.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
I just heard that 3 of Haley's men were killed during a stage holdup this morning. You were gone all night last night, and most of the morning. I was just wondering...
Linda, I have nothing to do with Haley's gang.
I wish I could believe that.
Maybe tonight I'd tell you more about it.
Reed, Haley wants to see you, says he's got your money for you.
You're sharing the holdup, no doubt.
Get on that horse. Be quick about it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to take him to the mine unless you want me to make a jail out of your boarding house. Cross your hands over that horn. Here, keep this gun leveled on him. When I get through with you, mister, I'm coming back here to arrest a few others for the killing of Lewis and Michaels.
Arrests are usually made by the mounted police.
That's right.
A Mountie. Saddle my horse, Pierre, and hurry. I have to go to the mine.
Hey, tell Haley to come to the mill.
Thanks. That saves me from coming back into town after him.
Haley!
The fellow had a fight with Pete the other day. Was holding a gun on him headed for the mine.
Stoney! Come down here, quick! Get on your horse.
Linda, Reed's going to the mine, and the Haley gang are going there to kill him. You better hurry quick and notify him.
Thanks, Mr. Wiggins.
On your horse, Stoney. We're heading for the mine.
Get in there. Get over there. When your friend Haley comes through that door, I'm going to drop him fast. There's a rope that goes around your neck.
You ain't got nothing on me.
Oh? Stoney tells me that you killed Michaels and Lewis.
Stoney's a liar.
He also told me that you were the brains of this outfit.
Me? Brains? Ned Thompson.
Ned Thompson, huh?
Yeah, Thompson tells Haley, and Haley tells the rest of us.
Well, here comes your friend Haley. Watch me drop him when he comes through that door.
They're almost here. Haley and his men are coming to kill you.
Yes, I know.
Well, get out of here quick.
Here, keep this gun leveled on him, and don't be afraid to use it.
We'll burn that door down. Keep low and follow me. Throw that brush in there. The Elliott Mine, eh? That's about 2 miles north of Blackwater.
Yes, sir, Inspector. You have to come through town anyway, so I'll pick up with you and take you directly to the mine.
Very well, Wiggins. We'll be there on the double.
Linda, you all right?
Pull that fire!
Linda, come on. Come on. Harding, how'd you men happen to get here?
I guess you'll have to give your thanks to that little fellow in the derby hat, Tim.
Hi, Sergeant. I never forget a face.
Wiggins! Tim! Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's nice seeing you too, Linda. I've got news for you.
Well?
Ned Thompson was sent to prison for life.
Well, that is good news.
And you don't have to run this boarding house anymore either. I've hired an expert miner and a full crew to run your mine for you. Linda, you're rich. Very rich.
I got the best wedding rings in the whole Dominion of Canada.
Well, let's see them.
Yes, sir.